Hey guys! So today we are going to answer the questions from the Q&A video and also from I think 2 posts that I made on Instagram. I'm gonna start with the Instagram questions because I made a post on Instagram and I forgot to make the Q&A video, and this time I really got around to making the Q&A. So this time, yeah, I'm gonna answer the Instagram questions first. But I am here with Livi. And she's dropping her shirt, but she's looking super adorable, saying hi. So here she is. She's like, Mama, why do you have the camera on again? But she's sitting here on a little footrest I have for my chair. But she's here with me, and we're going to try to answer you guys' questions as best as I can. So I have them printed out on a piece of paper. And I'm gonna start with my Instagram questions, like I said. So, first question is from lipstick.charity. She says, how often, or she says this in Swedish, but how often do I handle or spend time with my reborns? And when I do spend time with them, what do I do the most? Do I role play? Do I change them or cuddle them or what? So trying to answer that question, how often I spend time with my reborns? Well, basically every day that I'm at home, at some part of the day, when I'm at home, I'm with my babies. So I basically meet them every day unless we're on vacation, because they have a little room in my cabin, so yeah. But I spend time with them every day. It's hard to say the amount of time, because it's so different what I have to do each day, in my like what I have to do around my house. If I have to do certain things, that'll take up more time, and I have to prioritize that, because these dolls aren't alive, but they're still really adorable. Liv is waving. Can you take the passy out? Take the passy out. Yeah, showing your mouth. Yeah. Okay, so, and what I do the most, if I role play, I change them, or if I cuddle them, or what. I would like to say I do all of those things. I change them. I change them a lot, actually, and I also cuddle with them a really much, because they're such great therapy for me, just to have like her hanging out with me. She's so cuddly. So yeah, I do cuddle them, and I also do role play, but I only do role play like in front of a camera for photos, or yeah, I don't really do much role play out of the camera world, or so to speak. But still, I mean, I don't make them food every day if I don't film it. So yeah, that probably answers your question. So moving along, @reborn mama asks, how did you get into reborns? I think I've answered that a lot of times before, but I'm gonna answer it again because I've gotten a lot of new subscribers here on YouTube. So I got into reborns because I've always liked babies and dolls, and my dad searched actually on eBay and found me like an Ashton Drake full-bodied doll that was just laying in one position. But it was smaller than a regular newborn, but it still looked newborn. So my dad found that, and I wanted to get it, and I was about 11 or 12, but they wanted me to like sort of be over and with it with the dolls. But then I actually started looking and found reborns on eBay and searched around when I was 15 or 16. I want to say I just turned 15 when I started searching, and just turned 16 when I got my first reborn. So I searched around myself, but it really was thanks to my dad that I know these babies. And Reborn Silly on Instagram asks, have you gotten any negative reactions with your reborns? If so, what were they? A lot of people have told me to yeah, do a lot of things, especially on the internet, but I'm just gonna go through the reality of taking them out in reality. So the negative reactions I've gotten is like, that I'm too old to play with dolls, and I don't think you're ever too old to play with dolls. I think you should do what makes you happy. So my response to that is, if someone can run after a football and kick it, and if a grown man can sit in his basement and build trains and cars, why can't I have a doll that I play with? So that's just that, kind of quickly. Sage's mama 18 asks, how often do you change their clothes? Well, that really depends. That's a good question because I have no clue myself. But I know that they don't go a week without changing. Only when I've decided to sell a doll, I stop really changing them, unless it's for photos, like for the eBay auction or something like that. But I would say every other day I change their outfits. Then one Taylor_Cadence_Baker asks, can I have one? You can buy one when I have one for sale. But no, you can't have one. And then Leia OT asks, why do you sell and buy new babies all the time? Well, because when I feel there isn't a bond, I decide to sell that baby so that I can get a baby that I hopefully get a bond with. And that's the whole thing. I don't see why you should have such an expensive item that you don't really get the full amount of pleasure from that you need from the item. So, I mean, I wouldn't sell Livi. She's been here a long time with me. But when I do decide to sell a doll, it's because I don't have any strong bonds with that baby. So, I feel that it's better off somewhere else. So, yeah. That's why I sell and buy new babies all the time. Oh, you want to wave? Hi. And then we go to the YouTube questions. So Elas Reborn asks, she didn't ask, she wrote to me in German. I'm not going to read that because my German really sucks nowadays, since I quit school, but yeah, thank you if you are watching this video. And then Pickles and Tea on YouTube asks, what's your favorite thing about the hobby? My absolute favorite thing would have to be the community and cuddles. So those are two things. Cuddling my babies and all of you guys, obviously, is amazing. So Sweetheart Reborns 22 asks on YouTube, when will you ever get another reborn boy? Or another boy reborn? Are there any doll shows like Rose in Sweden? That's a really good question. I'm trying to sell Amelia. I don't really have a bond with her, so probably when she gets sold I will hopefully get a baby brother for this one. What do you think of that, Livi? No? I thought so. And are there any doll shows like Rose in Sweden? No. We have had reborn meetups, me and my friends, and there are like miniatures and teddy shows, but there's not really like a Rose doll show. No, there's definitely not. At least that I know of. But Sweden's kind of a small country, so I hope that if they do start one, I get to hear about it. So, Starstruck MSP asks, how do you deal with people when you take the babies out? I don't give them my attention if I don't feel that they deserve it. So what I mean by that is, if they are rude or mean to me, I just, hear it here and remove it here. So that's how I deal with them. I let it slip in through one ear. I listen to what they say, obviously, but if they're mean and rude and just can't understand me, then I let it out. So I don't care what they think. I mean, it's what makes me happy. Livi. Okay, so next question is Elma Menkovic or something. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Do you make your reborns get older? Do people look at you weird when you take them out? How do you make their formula or juice? Do you love doing role play? And also, I love watching your channel. Thank you. So to answer your first question, no, I don't make them get older. I look at them and see how old they are, size-wise and expression-wise. And if people look at me weird when I take them out. Most people do when I say they're dolls, and if I do not say they're dolls, they just think that it's a baby. So, how do you make their formula or juice? I think I have an old video about that, so I can link it down below if I find it. But otherwise, I'll just make another video another time, but I won't be able to include it in this video. Do I love doing roleplay? Yes, I do. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But I'm really loving doing roleplay with my babies, so yeah. And this is a hard, tricky name to say, but it's Mindukkebarn Nordby asks me in another language what kind of tattoos I have and what they mean for me. Unfortunately, I'm wearing long sleeved shirts today, but I have one with my sister's name. I'm gonna try to show you guys, but you probably can't see them. I have one with my sister's name and her hand and footprints, and then I have 2 autographs from 2 of the guys in Slipknot that I met that really changed my life. And my sister, the reason I have her name tattooed is because she isn't alive anymore. She died when I was 4, so yeah. And then the last question is Kitty Against the World 00. Do you have a dream kit? Do you have any baby names that you like that you haven't named any reborn yet? I love your channel. Thank you. I do not know if I have a dream kit right now. I would love a Saskia, but I'm thinking she might be just a little too tiny. I'm expecting her to be the same size as Livi, but I know she isn't, so I don't know why I think that, but I would really like to see Saskia in real life. Yeah. And do you have any baby names that you like that you haven't named any reborn yet? Well, I've had Alina was my 41st reborn, so I have named them all different names, and they've all had middle names, so it's kind of the only thing that I haven't been changing is Amelia. I had a blank kit that I was the Amelia by Laura the Eagles, and I was gonna name her Laura Amelia after she was reborn, but I never got her reborn. I sold the blank kit, and so now I have a toddler called Amelia, but that's the only time I've doubled up on a name. So, but if I have any I like, well, you'll get to see them when I get a new baby. I'm sorry, but I don't really like to spoil my favorite names, but I will tell you what I will name my real child if I do ever get one. If I get a baby girl, her name will be Milia, like my first reborn and another of my dolls I had as a kid. And if I get a baby boy, his name will be Caspian. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching and hearing me answer you guys' questions. And Livy, oh, there you are. Hi, cutie. Okay, guys, so I will talk to you soon. If you have any more questions, okay, I had to sit down. I was sitting on my feet and it really hurts. But if you have any more questions that you would want me to answer, leave them here and I shall save them for another Q&A if I get enough questions. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great day or night. And so does Livy. She's just a little confused, but bye, guys. Bye.